Hi, I'm Trishana McGowan, a former athlete, now an award-winning sports journalist and a sports content creator. Let me throw that in there because I do be creating content for sports. The first thing is admitting that you're in a digital time and age. And the minute you become comfortable with that, you look now to put your work out there and remembering what it is that you want to always showcase. So yes, we are in a digital platform, but it's not just to throw something out there, whether of yourself or those you're capturing. So I think that for me, what I've done well with the help of my team, it's not a one-woman job, even though you do see me. It's targeting the athletes and then knowing how to capture them so they look their best selves and they sound well so that the audience can become engaged as well. So we utilize social media as best as possible based on what you're capturing, the moment, the meet, the event. It's very important so you know which target audience you're going for, and that also helps to narrow down which social media platform you will use. It sounds very easy, but it can be tricky when you're looking to narrow down. But I always remember this: the who is important, the who is your target audience, as well as who is the athlete or athletes, etc. within the sports arena that you're looking to discuss stuff with. What it does is it allows you to then do the breakdown. It's easier from there on, for me that is. My focus is always about the person that I'm engaging with. And the minute I can connect with that person, I think everything else becomes tasteful, not just for myself, but for those who are watching on the other side. Even though there have been moments where I'm like, I'm not feeling that, but then the reaction, and the feedback has been tremendous. I'm like, all right, so I'll pass that. And so the same for the athletes or the administrator that I've targeted. You have to take a chance on yourself. And I think that some of us in Jamaica, we do have some of the best quality phones that are out there if you do not have a camera. If you don't have the Canon and all the other high-tech cameras, if you have a phone and once you hit camera and you can see the people in without major blur, shoot that thing. So I started out using my phones and then I upgraded to the best quality phones now. They're easier for me, so I prefer using them. And like I said, they do have some of the same, if not similar, angles and definitions that the cameras do carry. So it's just utilizing what you have. I believe in starting with what you have until you graduate into other things. So for me, using the phones, ask questions. Ask questions. So I rely on my team to tell me like, yo, how does this look based on the lighting, based on the time of day. If I'm doing YouTube, I know that, all right, I go into landscape, into portraits for Instagram and TikTok. So again, everything comes down to mapping out before you actually take on what you're going to do for the day, even if it's not heavy. So you have to know which platform you're targeting. And that also has helped me to decide, the angles which I use to shoot, the time of day. So if you're going to have to turn on the camera light, or if you're at a venue and where the lighting is the best lighting, you turn the athlete, the administrator, and yourself to that angle. So you maybe don't need to have to, turn on the light on your phone. So everything comes down to having the discussion and not figuring it out alone. Ask questions and test it on yourself. Test it on yourself. So before you go, you can test it on yourself. Get a tripod stand so you can test it on yourself. Sometimes depending on the hurry that you might be in, and then you can pull now those that you will interview into the shot. So that's how I do it. I ask questions. I don't ever pretend as if, I'm a know-it-all. I ask questions as well as I read. I read and I watch a lot of videos so I can help myself along the way. So those are my tips on how you can do that part. So again, I've been doing sports content creating now for 2 years. Hey, I'm 2 years in. I'm proud of myself now that I've thought about it. So I keep everything simple. Where I need to become very technical, again, I will reel in my team a little more if I need to. But the simple stuff for me, CapCut has been a tremendous help. It's on both my mobiles that I have for shooting. And I just upload them babies on there and do, split, whatever I want to. But again, it comes back to you having to do your homework. So you have to read so that you can see how to do even the simplest task. When to split, when to cut something, and when you can drop back something in there. So CapCut for me as an amateur, I like to still call myself that regarding editing, I go to CapCut. If it is difficult and if it's massive, I then throw to a member of my team so that they can, put it on their computer and do the real magic. But to keep it very simple and to edit it based on my liking, because a lot of times you're the one doing the shoot, so you know what you want out of it. Your team and you just might share a different view, but if you're doing it by yourself, you feel it. It's a feeling that you get within if you're doing sports. I can't speak for nothing else. It's a feeling you get, so you know what you want to put out. When you're editing, it also helps. So you'll be like, nah, I don't really want that. That's too long, that's too short. I don't sound good, I don't look good, and neither does the person that you have in frame. Oh no, because you want everybody within that to be reflecting well. So CapCut is my baby. I run to it, I upload them, I split, I know where to end. So I've gotten better at it. I'm really graduating. I said I'm an amateur. I think sooner or later by the end of the year, I'm in the pro level. Don't play with me. I'm heading to the pros like you. I feel like this is a pep question. Engagement is good because that's why you're doing it. Let me start there. But let me tell you, from my perspective, social media is an outlet for everybody. And I think that we're at the stage where people across most age group, men and women, have become caught up in the numbers. For me, I think the quality of my work and the quality of what I'm putting out will attract the numbers. Might not attract them instantly, which I'm very okay with, but they will attract the numbers at some point in time. I see my work, whatever I put out on social media, like Buju Banton building a catalog. It is there because the minute you put things out on social media, if you do not delete it maybe quickly, it's there for a lifetime. So I see it as building a catalog. I say that to say the numbers will sometimes fluctuate. You cannot allow that to, decide if you go forward with another. When you put something out, yeah, you want people to like it, you want people to watch it. They might not watch it immediately, they might not like it immediately, but make sure that what you're putting out, it's quality, so that when they do back up on it, they can say, oh, this is good. Why am I just say this? I mean, for example, Chris Brown, Under the Influence, it should have been a big hit years ago. But because of TikTok and so on, and somebody doing a video, it became one of the biggest hits in 2023. So I say to say, make sure that what you're putting out is of quality. The numbers will come, and that's the most important part. The next thing is, because I, for one, in my mind, still believe that social media is an outlet for us to just, be crazy. When I say crazy, I don't mean nudity of crazy. I mean like showcase ourselves. It doesn't have to be crispy and perfect. So I'm constantly guided by my team members that, okay, Trishana, so this caption and this hashtag, remember to use a particular hashtag, especially, for example, now we're into like the schoolboy football season. And then when you have like champs, those hashtags become important. So, if somebody should hit something or put in a search bar, they can see your stuff coming up. So the hashtags are very important to just in case, people go for those little keywords, your thing is right there in the mix. The captions are also of importance nowadays. And let me tell you, my team did not tell me about this. I figured this out by myself, which I'm proud of. Keep the caption short, similar to how you will keep the videos very short and engaging. So, usually you have people who write a lot of long captions. I guess you have to know your target audience as well. That's also important, because people don't like to read. They don't like to read, and that's just the truth. But I would say keep the caption short as possible. And when I say short, it don't mean literally short, but keep it short and intriguing from start to finish. And you'll be surprised, people read it, but those keywords and outlining what your video is about is also of importance. But the hashtags definitely will help, because you just want somebody to be searching for a video or whatever within the season based on what you're posting about. Even if it's a cup of tea, hot coffee or something, you know, hashtag coffee, morning time. You just might be one of those videos popping up and then it can go viral. It takes one moment for something to go viral. And you never know which one will go viral. So I will always say, make sure it is good. Make sure it's something that you enjoy and would want to go viral. It's always about you.